What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Back with my latest poll results, Ego Poll 2.0. The question was simple. The question was, do you think was Manny Pacquiao was or is he on steroids? Has he ever used steroids in his professional boxing career? And the results are in, and they are as follows. 62% out of the people polled said yes, indeed, Pac is or was on steroids in their opinion. And obviously, the remaining 38% said no, Pacquiao isn't on steroids. From the comments that I seen, a lot of people that said no, they were saying there's no evidence, so you can't really convict him. Um, all I can say is this from Ego's perspective. You can call me a Pacquiao hater or whatever you want. I don't really care. I'm keeping it fucking honest. Pacquiao, there's a lot of circumstantial evidence that appears shady from not wanting to do the drug test to begin with. That was the initial riff or ripple in the pond. He didn't want to do drug testing. It makes him weak. He's afraid of needles. Um, some people were like, "Oh, Mayweather, he's not the commission. Let the commission do their job." Freddie Roach was saying that shit. But he uses non-commission boxing or above and beyond blood testing and drug testing in the Brandon Rios fight, which is, it leads me to believe, like, why would you, years later, why are you so cool with additional drug testing other than what's mandated? But when you could have made the most money in your fucking life back in 2008, 2009 or whatever, you turned it away. You turned that offer down because of drug testing. That was the initial level of dissension. So that's one thing. Two, if you look at Pacquiao just moving up from the lower weight classes to standing up and running through guys who are naturally bigger than him, Miguel Cotto's, Antonio Margaritos, and that kind of thing. Also, Pacquiao has not had a knockout since 2009. Now, it could be because he's lost focus or whatnot, but even in the fight he clearly dominated recently against Brandon Rios, we still failed to see that killer instinct. He's not putting away guys that are coming up in weight, and we know Brandon Rios has a chin, so props to Brandon Rios for having a granite chin. However, he never really had Brandon Rios severely hurt, aside from he was tagging Brandon Rios at will, and when he let his hands go and when he had his combinations, he never really had Brandon Rios phased. Timothy Bradley, there was the one shaky moment I think in that fight, but he recovered well, and Pacquiao never put the pressure on. And then after the fight, Bradley went on record in an interview saying that this is the feared puncher that everyone was talking about. His face didn't look fucked up. He looked pretty cool. So it's just weird. It's extremely weird that you have a guy who was in a low weight division starting out 106 or whatever he weighed, and he's moving all the way up and withstanding people who are like 5'11", like Margarito, Cotto, who's a known puncher and good boxer, future Hall of Famer. And since the Cotto fight, he has not been able to put away anyone from Marquez in the third fight, even though they had fought two previous time, and he clearly had Marquez hurt in the first two fights. The third fight, we didn't see that. So where was the finishing Pacquiao? In the fourth fight, obviously, he got knocked out by Marquez. Then the Bradley fight, he didn't really have Bradley hurt like Ruslan Provodnikov had Bradley hurt. And then Brandon Rios fight, he's not finishing him. So maybe it's attrition, maybe it's age, maybe it's lack of desire. I don't really know, but it just seems very suspicious that you have a fighter like that who was literally demolishing bigger fighters than him. Now he's not putting him away. So, and what's even more shocking and coincidental, if you will, is the fact that Pacquiao's last knockout was in 2009, which was also right around the time where Floyd Money Mayweather was bringing up this Olympic-style drug testing, and the talks of Pacquiao Mayweather were, quote-unquote, in negotiations and being talked about. And then Mayweather makes a big stink over Olympic-style drug testing, and all of a sudden after that we see the fading Pacquiao. So just a lot of overwhelming circumstantial evidence. Obviously there's nothing concrete, or no one's come forth with testimony saying, "Oh, I watched it," or leaked pictures or anything, but just a lot of circumstantial evidence. If you look at other situations throughout history, like for instance, O.J. Simpson, he wasn't convicted. They felt they didn't have enough evidence to convict him, but most likely he killed or had a part in killing Nicole Simpson and Ron Goldman. Um, so you can live life and just based on Miranda rights or whatever, innocent until proven guilty. That's fine, but at the same time, there's a lot of instances throughout history where George Zimmerman or O.J. Simpson, did the bad guy get the walk? Yeah. So I'll leave it at that. Let me know what you guys think of the results. Leave a comment. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video's Ego signing off.